All right, all right. Hello, everybody. Hey, this is Daniel Higgins coming live to you once again. Thank you, everybody, for coming back online. Hopefully, everything goes very, very smoothly this time around. So, thank you for hanging out with us today, tonight, this afternoon. Just did a quick audio check. Let's see here. Okay, video, audio coming through. All right. So everybody tell me, can you hear me? Can you see me clearly? Go ahead and chat inside of there so I know I got people live on Facebook. We're live on Twitter along with YouTube. So let me know if you can see me and hear me clearly. All right, perfect. Got one of our amazing leaders here, Miss CC Mahone, saying that she can see and hear me okay. She's hanging out in Facebook land. So thank you for that, Miss CC. Miss Cece, the gremlins are trying to get me. We've been talking a little bit about technology gremlins, unfortunately, lately. And one came to visit my laptop just a few minutes ago. But we're all good. We take everything in stride. We smile and we make adjustments and we make things happen, right? So, guys, I don't want to keep us here long. I want to jump into some great content by our amazing business partner and sponsor, Mr. Ty Best. If you guys don't know, Mr. Ty Best has put together an amazing global team called Wealth Builders Worldwide. What are we doing in Wealth Builders? We are amassing wealth. But you know what's really cool is having someone with his pedigree. He's been financially free now for over 26 years. 26 years of financial freedom, right? I see you, Miss Easy. I see you. So like I said, we laugh through it, we smile, and we make adjustments. This is an entrepreneurial journey. That means that road is the road less taken. So we got some things to adapt to, right? But let me go ahead. I'm going to pull this in right now because Mr. Ty Best lays this out like no one else. He's talking about the hookup. You know what? A lot of times we ask people, give me the hookup. I want the hookup on this. I want the hookup on that. But I'm telling you right now, this financial freedom coach that we have right here, this is the person you want to learn from. As I was mentioning prior before we got disconnected, if your goal is to earn an extra 500,000, 5, 10, 20, or 40, or 50, or $100,000 a month, you want to hear from someone who has already done it and knows the way to get it done for you, right? It's just simple. It's a part of a success principle that's written in every success book, like The Richest Man in Babylon, like, Think and Grow Rich. So many success books say, hey, listen. And then even The Science of Being Great or The Science of Getting Rich by Mr. Waddles. Find someone who is doing and being successful in whatever endeavor you're trying to be successful in, or in any genre that you're trying to be successful in, and connect with that person. So without further ado, I've talked long enough. I'm going to connect this with Mr. Ty Best with his discussion about the ultimate.
That you can send out to your friends, relatives, and families another little message to them just to get a third party letting them understand. Okay, this is your hook. Thank you, brother. This is your revolutionary hookup. Hook me up. This is a revolutionary. This is a radical hookup, unlike anything else you've ever been hooked up in your life. So the question is, what do you need? What do you need or want? I don't think you want time is more money. Okay, but we've been led to believe in lies. I haven't outlined and scripted this, so I have no idea where we're going all the time. I'm just trying to give an. We sell the most precious thing we have, and that's our time, for money. So we say, I need more money, so we sell more of our time. And then we find ourselves in this sort of catch-22 where we're selling time for money. And after 10, 20, 30 years of doing that, some of us learn sooner, we find out we're no further ahead. Okay? I knew that was a trap. See, there before the grace of God go, I knew there was a trap out of college. And I kept saying, there's got to be a better way. I got to find a way how to make some money where I don't have to sell my time. Now, I didn't articulate that way. I didn't think about it that way, but I understood residual income because I understood television television. I majored in communications in college. I understood residual income. I understood writing a book and being paid on a book show that goes into syndication. I was reading, had to be back in the 80s, how, Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball, $10 a year. This in the 80s, folks. The state was earning $100 million a year because of Lucille Ball's show with Desi Arnaz, owned by Desilu Productions. This is back before anybody really understood copyright that was as far as television stuff go. But that young man, Desi Arnaz, had the vision outright 100%. And Lucille Ball, at one point, still is probably is, was on the air 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, somewhere on this planet in the 70s and 80s. Show he produced in the 50s was on the air 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, somewhere on this planet. Okay? So I understood that. Understood that. So anyway, so here we are. What network marketing did for me at 28 years old, it said, here's an opportunity for you to create a residual income that'll pay you regardless of your ability to perform. This was the ultimate hookup as far as I was concerned. So I got to start with the question to ask yourself, what do you need? Well, if you need more money, you can get it here at GS Partners. You need more time, you can get it here at GS Partners. It's here. So this is the hookup. We got the money. You got it here. You can earn more money here. You can get more time. The documentation is not in the paperwork. It's not in looking up the compensation plan. And I think that is as valuable as more valuable right now, especially on this epidemic, pandemic, COVID era. That's critical. Okay. One of them is hope. Okay. We offer people hope. So many people just want something to believe in, something to hope for, something to say there's got to be something more to life than 8 to 5 and 6 days a week. There got to be something more. I really believe in my heart, most people end up going to school or going back to college or going to college coaches because we are goal-seeking mechanisms, human beings. Okay? We don't function properly if we don't have a goal. I mean, we really don't. That's why some of us have these petty goals. We don't think they're petty, but they're petty goals because our nature is to seek something, is to seek out. Like man's nature is to hunt. It gets into a whole nother, but our nature is to seek out some goal. And we're happiest when we have a goal. Even if we're not achieving the goal, we are happiest, folks, in pursuit of a goal. If you go back over your life and realize the happiest point of your life was in pursuit of a goal. And even after you get the goal, there is a tendency to let down. That joy, that escalation, that excitement from finishing high school, finish that goal. The closer you get that goal, the more excited you're about that goal. But after you get that goal, if you notice, there's I don't want to call it a depression, but there's a letdown that takes place when you get that. Why? Because you got that goal. Now you need another goal. And most people after high school never, ever discover another goal. That's why Zig Ziglar said the average person is a what? A wandering generality. Benjamin Franklin said over 200 years ago, he said the average person dies at age 18, at age 18 or buried at age 65. Why? Because we lose sight of any particular goal. By the time we're 18 years old, we stop dreaming, we stop hoping. We say, man, just let me make it through the week. Let me make it through the day. So what we come in, we're offering so many. That's why you got so many people here, 55, 60, 65, 70, 80 years old, flat out excited about GS Partners because it offers real hope. Not just hope because, see what? Many of us, many people have been through, I'm going to build a network. They lost confidence in building the network. They lost confidence in building the team. Okay? So when you come to them with a network opportunity, so they got a little tiny bit of hope that might work. But when you say, hey, man, we have a program, we have a plan here where you never have to recruit one single person and you can become a millionaire. They go, what? And the brain lights up. They go, what? They say, yeah, it's the absolute truth. Because in GS Partners, all you have to do is start accumulating our assets. We have all these assets that anyone can communicate, can start to accumulate 18 years or older. And those assets can start to appreciate in value, from Bitcoin to Tether to Ethereum to to our G999 coin, to our to our XLT, our tokenized real estate. Anyone right now today, no background check. They don't have to go to college. They don't have to go back to university. All they got to do is register for free and start to accumulate these assets. You talking about giving somebody hope. That's why we have so many seniors, 65, 70 years flat out turned on. We hear them every morning on our class and session. We hear them on the team huddle every morning. They fired up. And they 65 plus and they fired up. Because we'll get them hope. This is the hookup right here for anybody. And for those young folks, man, I'm jealous for somebody 20, 25 years old to catch this vision that we have here. Because I didn't have this vehicle at 28 years old. I got a vehicle. I praise God for it because I did have that vehicle. It got me where I am today. I appreciate being a free man for 26 years. No job, no nothing. Just having myself a good time in life. But I'm telling you right now, for them folks who happen to be under 40 and you see this vehicle, you just got the hookup of a lifetime. Okay? Well, so I got some hope, but I'm lonely. I'm trapped in my house. I don't have any friends. How do I socialize? Man, you want friends? Join this Wealth Builders Worldwide family. Now, if you don't want friends, don't join the family. But you join this Wealth Builders Worldwide community, you're going to have friends. You're going to have more friends you know what to do. You're going to have more people call you on your birthday, more people send you birthday wishes, more people support you and pray for you in your time of need and comfort than you ever had in your lifetime. That the people in the hospital, he's some kind of celebrity. Who is this guy? We've never had one guy sit in the hospital and get a big network. But I was part of a community that I must have got some 300 get well, hope you get well soon cards. And my network at that time wasn't that big, but my sphere of influence, my relationship had expanded to 300 people plus easily who was on that dream with me, who cared enough about me to send me a get well card in the hospital. I must have had I got so many plants in the hospital. They said, can you ask them to stop sending the plants because we got no place for them? That was 30-something years ago. So I love this community. See, this stories I haven't shared. I love this community. Okay? You talking about friends. Oh my God. Okay? Get involved in this community. You're going to have some friends. Your phone book's going to be full of people who will call you and wish you well. Because one thing about this community attracts the right people. And I'm going to save that. Then you want to hook up? They said the average person fails in life financially for lack of a plan. They never had a plan. You go through 18 years of school, 12 years of school, never get your plan. Then you go through 4 years of college, they never gave you a financial plan for independence. Never get, the plan was go get a job. That's not a plan. That's a sentence, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? Everybody needs a job. That's not a plan. Here in Wealth Builders Worldwide, GS Partners, we have a plan. We got $1 million plan. We can tell you in 1 minute. Go register, watch this, gas up, get a package, start accumulating assets to where you have 1 million G999 coin, $1 million, that'll cost you around $5,000 or $6,000. Don't have to buy them all at one time. You can buy the coin now, $10 at a time. That's right. Now $10 at a time. You can start accumulating that G999 coin now, $10 at a time. Mr. Michael L. Delco demonstrated that last night. Man, please. I mean, GS Partners eliminating every excuse a person has for lack of success financially on the planet. We wiping them all out. When the word gets out about what, I'm getting excited. Let me calm down. when the word gets out about what we are truly doing here, folks, you're going to need an assistant to sign them up. You're going to need help just to enroll them. You're going to say, I can't enroll anybody else right now. Look, you need to call my friend Joe. He needs some people. I know. I'm telling you now so you will know. I'm telling you where we're going so you will know. We got a plan. You save 1,000,000 coin. Okay? And that coin go to just $1. And now you're a millionaire. You got $1,000,000 asset. Now that's a plan. And anytime somebody bark at your plan that you share with them, ask them what's their plan. 95% of the population don't have a plan. When you go to somebody, you sell them offerings, they say, I don't want it. You got to ask them a point, look them straight in the face, calm down, Tyrone, calm down, calm down. I'm trying to stay calm, folks. Ask them, what's your plan? What's your financial plan for the future? They don't have one. Just their plan. And by the way, folks, that don't make them bad people. They're just not the person you're looking for. That's what you got to come to grips with. Now, I know, just like me, when I got in this industry in 1990, I thought now everybody would like the lotto. Everybody hoped money would rain out the money on them. And they said, praise the Lord, hallelujah. Okay. But the truth of the matter is, at some point, you got to put forth some effort. Even the lotto, you got to go play. You know, some folks probably sitting at home thinking you're going to drop a ticket in their mailbox. But anyway, that's another seminar, man. Let me get off that. Lord have mercy. Wait a minute. Here's a hookup. Some folks says, I'm just looking for a leader. I'm looking for somebody to lead me, somebody to give me some direction. Let me tell you something, folks. At 28 years old, one of the things that got me so excited was I found some leaders that said, you know what? I'm already that pays me to teach you everything I know. I'm in a program where my success is predicated upon you succeeding. And the more I trust what I know, you can trust that I'm telling you what's best for you because your success in my life. I mean, see, even in the educational system, a teacher can be a mediocre teacher for 35 years and get paid every single year for the rest of their life. She could flunk half the class and still get paid. I'm gonna make that sexist. She or he. I mean, that's the truth. Even in college professor, get paid, get tenure. Doesn't matter what you do that degree after you get it. They can sit there, they get their 10 years in, they get tenure, man, and get paid for the rest of their life. They took that class in world civilization that does absolutely nothing. Okay? I took so many worthless classes in my lifetime. Okay. Let's don't call them worthless. I don't want to be that tough because they said every experience makes you who you are. Dr. Miles Monroe said yesterday when the person asked him if there was anything you would change your life, what would you go back and change it? And he says nothing. He said because every experience in my life had made me who I am today. So I can't call any class or any experience as learned from every experience, folks. That's a positive and a grateful attitude. Everything has a value. We have to look for that value. So those 2 semesters I took a world civilization at Hampton University. Okay. So anyway, I taught with those 2 classes because I hated them 2 classes. It taught me anyway. I try not to, man. I tell you. Anyway. But leadership. No idea. It's too strong a word. Because my father was a good man and married my mother for over 50 years. So I did have some idea. I had an idea about loyalty, about staying married. That's why I stayed married for till my wife passed away. Okay. But the idea about a true relationship, about what does it mean to be a father? The full respect as a friend, as a mentor, as a provider, as a husband, as an emotional connection, all those things. I learned those things in the networking business at 28 years old. I was a mess as far as a husband goes, and a potential father, I would have been a bad deal. But because I got in networking and this thing, I got to hook up and I got some men who knew something about raising a family, who knew something about, and it changed me and made me a better man. Man, this is the ultimate hookup in life. Networking is about life. I mean, what I learned and still learning right now today, 38 years later, it just blows my mind, folks. I mean, for 30 years, I've been telling people if you don't own a home-based business, you're working the first 3 months out of every year for Uncle Sam. I made the statement at the top of Niagara Falls because I've had little impact. Oh, some people. I made the impact on that one. Like I said, we're changing lives one person at a time. And some people have listened and some people have heard. But I am absolutely shocked by how many people still don't get that one simple message. I got that in 1983 because the first year in 1983, I didn't make any money. But Vat, I was making a lot of money on our jobs. We were making over $50,000 a year combined in 1983 dollars. That's a lot of money, folks. Okay, I was making about 50 on my job, and Val was making about 30 on her job. That was a lot of money. We were dual income, no kids. We were bumps, black, upward, mobile professionals. We called us bumps at that time. No kids, black, upward, mobile professionals. It's been this tax 1983, man, and we did my tax return, and it was $7,300. I said, whoa, wait a minute. Where did this come from? He said, well, you're entitled to it. You got a home-based business. And the miles on your car and this and that. And I kept track. I did everything he told me to do. But when we started the business, I kept track of the miles. I kept track of the expenses going out, the travel and everything. I said, good Lord, everybody should do everybody. When somebody approaches you, for those who are listening, you don't have a home-based business right now, you are not in GS Partners, you haven't hooked up with Wealth Builders Worldwide, this is the ultimate hookup. This founded in 2013, somebody educated me and said, by the way, in case you don't know, this right here is not money. What do you mean it's not money, man? Have you noticed no matter how much this you save, it's like water going through your hands. No matter how much you save, you still cannot save enough. So yeah, because it's not money. Because it won't outpace inflation, it won't outgrow inflation. And that's why you've been run out for 30-some years and still don't have enough of it. Got some of it, but not enough of it. Because money is what? Gold. I said, what? Real money. Okay. Do you know the difference between an asset and a liability? There are folks who are 45, 50 years old, have never been told that one simple truth. Asset puts money in your pocket. Liability takes money out of your pocket. Okay? That's just the beginning of knowledge. Okay? And then, oh my gracious, we get knocked. I mean, this is the ultimate hookup. The ultimate hookup. I run across this magazine, The Complete Guide. Man, I wish I had this 2 years ago. It would have just took my learning curve to a whole nother level. My son read this and said, oh, Dad, I get it now. I come downstairs this morning, 7 o'clock. He reading this magazine. Okay? Man, I don't know what to tell you. That's the beauty of what we got going on here with GS Partners and Wealth Builders Worldwide in particular, because we are adamant about knowledge. We provide 6 hours of content and knowledge every day. If someone in Wealth Builders Worldwide says they don't know what to do, is because they don't want to know what to do. Okay? They might be looking for somebody to do it for them, or they still accepting excuses for themselves. Okay? This is the ultimate hookup. Okay? And when I talk about leadership, let's talk about Joseph Haidt real quick. He's a multi-billionaire, okay, who had to be sold. Thank you again, Mr. Michael L. Dalco, Miss Nisa Nakos, and all the people, Martin Tebow, Tony DeGavera, all the council members who got together and said, okay, please, Mr. Joseph Haidt, will you launch this company? We think we can do something. We think we can do something. We can go from good to great here. We're ready to go. Most of our team and leaders, they've scattered. They run around doing different programs, and we know those programs are not adequate to fulfill what we want to do. Okay? And sure enough, they talked him into it. He said, let's do this thing. But he's a serious businessman. Not only is he a serious businessman, he understands what it's like because he wasn't born with that silver spoon in his mouth. He had to go out and get it and built a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. Flies around the world in a private jet. Got multiple homes all over the world and is generous to a fault. I know about his generosity on a personal level. But I've also seen it demonstrated in the compensation plan in every way. In all my business in 38 years and the companies I've been in, the 3 companies I've started, I've never seen a company launch have a compensation plan that literally pays 56 cents of every dollar that comes into the company comes back to the field. That means to you and me in the form of commissions. 44 cents on every dollar comes back every day. Instantly, every minute. The minute it's paid, the minute it comes back to you. The minute you enroll somebody, you say, I would like to get instant pay. This is the only program I've ever seen where you get instant pay. Most programs, the best I've ever seen was a program where you got your money. It comes in the mail and it came every 3-4 days, or one company pays every Friday. That was great. We're the only company on the planet that pays you instantly every minute, every day. Jobs when you do every job, you're going to work on 2 to 3 weeks before you see a paycheck. Here, as an independent business owner, okay, it's instant pay. You enroll somebody, they enroll, they get a package, you get paid right there on the second. You can convert that thing into dollars to these things right there within 2 minutes in your hand. You're sitting right there and say, I need to hook, I need some money right now. Great, fantastic. Can you go enroll somebody right now? Do you have a sphere of influence you can bring to this business right now? You can go today and make yourself $1,000 a day and have it in your hands before the day's over. That's how efficient our program is. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, instantly. And it's what? Wait a minute. With that right there, the most lucrative thing I've ever seen, he has the audacity last December 26th to announce a $3.5 million incentive on top of that. So you ain't got to know everything here. I'm just trying to give you some highlights. Okay? We launched on December 1st. Volume went through the roof right there in December. Okay, I earned $100,000 the first month. My wife and I looked back and said, you believe what's going on? I said, no. I knew I could make some money. I said, okay, if I can make 10 or 15 grand the first month, I got a sphere of influence. Been doing this for a while. I know what to do. There's no learning curve here. So I was confident I can make 10 or 15 grand. No problem. Let's go. Let's do this thing. Let's go. Let's launch something. And I've made $100,000 a month before, but never in the first month. And in December, that's another seminar. I'm talking about Joseph Haidt now. So he threw in a $3.5 million incentive on top of that. And then, of course, you had the naysayers out there. Well, let's just see if he gives it out. He told me he's going to give somebody $1 million. The number one producer going to get $1 million to go buy $1 million home anywhere in the world. And the number 2 going to get $400,000. And the number 3 through 5 going to get $200,000 to go buy that dream car and give away $3.5 million to 2,000 people. Well, in June, he did it in Dubai. Handed Mr. Brian Crumley $1 million, deposit $1 million. I don't know where Brian is. And every time I look on Facebook, he's on some beach somewhere on either side of the country, either side of the planet. I don't know what Brian Crumley doing. I don't know if he's working the business. Yes, he's working the business. You know why? Because he's a networker. Because you can work the business anywhere you go, as long as you got what? A phone. God almighty. Can you imagine being in a company that's 6 months old? And wait a minute, you done earned probably $400,000, $500,000 from the compensation plan. And then the CEO hands you $1 million on top of that? That means you're in a new company, 6 months old, and you earn $1.5 million? You guys weren't questioning what we're doing over here. Man, you analyze this thing. You won't sleep at night and you'll be here so fast you want to do it yourself.
Go ahead and close out right there. But Mr. Ty Best was just letting us know that, man, we have some top income earners and they have been incentivized. And I just pulled up that banner, but let me go ahead. I'll just recap this very briefly. One, hope. He talked about hope. He talked about friendship and relationships, talked about leadership, plus the support that we have here and the leadership that's willing to help. Then we talked also about money and the information so that you know what to do with that money, right? So that you can be successful in controlling it, managing it, and using it to create more wealth for yourself. And I showed a quick picture of Mr. Brian Crumley because he did get a $1 million deposit, and he can use that however he wants to grab a villa wherever he wants. If you've ever heard Mr. Brian Crumley, he only speaks directly from his heart. This was an incentive on top of what was already going on in our compensation plan. And I'm telling you right now, this business is here to support your goals and dreams. This is Mr. Steve Coates. He earned a $400,000 villa. That $400,000 was deposited into his account immediately, live on stage. Both of these gentlemen got these deposits very publicly in Dubai during our global launch, all right? So everybody on the sound of my voice, here's a call to action. Do exactly what Mr. Best said. Take action, create your free account, and start moving towards creating wealth for yourself and for your families. That's all we're doing here is educating as many people who are willing. And what he mentioned was gas. Get a package, take advantage of this whole ecosystem, acquire assets, and you can share this with others on a massive scale, or you can just do G&A and keep acquiring assets for yourself. Because in this system, you're not forced to connect anyone to the business. You're not even forced to do the business at all. You can just go ahead and amass wealth for yourself, right? So everybody on the side of my voice, get back with the person sharing this information with you. If that person is me, you go to y1income.com and get that free registration completed. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon. We will see you guys on the next live stream, which should be Friday night. So we have a live webinar tomorrow night that's going to be the Freedom Call. It's going to be done with my mentor and business partner, Mr. Michael Delco. And then on Thursday night, we also have a training, actual tools training. So Daniel's Den should be live back on Friday night and Saturday night. So I look forward to seeing you guys then.